Okay, YouTube, here we go. Top lane tier list. This one's kind of rough because I don't know my matchups in this game super well, so this is more theory than anything. Yeah, that's really all I got. Oh, and Garchomp, C tier, not great. The matchups that people pick it into don't make a ton of sense. Like, people say that it's very good in the Blaziken, yet I've yet to see it, and so I'm not 100% convinced on it. Ho-Oh is going to be a D tier, actually. So, this is sort of a break from all the other stuff that I've put in here. I don't like putting Ho-Oh top because I feel like you can't get the maximum amount of value out of it. I think that it works best either in like a bot defender role or the bot carry role with like an XP share attacker. And so that's when it does like the best work. B tier, Mamoswine. Again, I prefer it more as an XP shareholder, but I'm actually going to move it up to A. I prefer it more as an XP shareholder, but I think it's still definitely playable. It's got some good utility value to it. C tier, Crustle. B tier, I'm going to put X. The only issue is, I don't know why you'd ever pick X if you have Zacian. Zacian is one of probably the two Z blind bonds in top lane in my mind. And to be clear, I think top lane is probably one of the most stacked roles because I think these two can both auto win you games. Trev, C tier. Most defenders are all just like that. Most defenders are C tier. They don't function super well off of XP share roles. In fact, I'm gonna bump Goodra down because I just hate it. I'm a hater like that. C tier. Yeah, just slash. There's gonna be a lot of B tiers here, by the way. S tier, Buzzwole. People have stopped playing this mon for whatever reason. It's still very good. Scissor, D tier. I don't love it. I'm gonna put both Urshis in B tier as well. I think they're playable top. They're not great. Same with Ceruledge. Yeah, A tier. Ceruledge is an A B tier mon. Like if I had an A B, like if this would be a B plus mon if that existed. Or actually, it's more like an A minus because it's not a B tier mon. Like I think putting it in these is doing it a disservice. But also, I don't think it's that good that it's being bumped up. And I really like it jungle, and I really hate it top lane. And I think that like if I'm watching the Urshi Ceruledge and I see the Urshi go jungle, I'm always like, oh, I wish the Ceruledge was in jungle because it's getting so much more value. I think the Urshi top is just sort of like we're picking a stable lane that hits 5 and plays the game. I'm a believer. Actually, I'm gonna move it up to B. I think it's probably playable. Serena, this is probably a hot take. I think it's a Z counter. I think that if you get a good matchup for it, it's gonna win you the game. So yeah, that's where I'd put that. A tier? No. So same reason I don't love a lot of these mons. You'll notice that like I think are pretty good bot. I don't love top, and that's just for the reason that they don't get as much XP and as much action. I think that you can sort of get them into the game, but I don't love it. Metagross is just as good as these. A tier Mimikyu. I think Mimikyu is honestly very playable top. I'm also gonna throw Meowscarada in there. I think that it's relatively underplayed, to be honest. D tier, Zeraora. S tier, Blaziken. Blaziken's a bit tough because after the nerfs, I don't think it's a Z tier mon. It doesn't auto win you games, but it's still very, very good. Phalanx. I don't know if the bug's been fixed. If it has, it probably moves up to B. I'm gonna just pretend the bug's been fixed. I think it's a B tier mon. I think it's playable, not great. C tier. Dodrio, I think, is an A tier mon. I think it's similar to Meowscarada. I genuinely think Meowscarada is better, but it sees less play. This is a really fucking hot take. I know that. D tier, most of the speedsters go here. Greedent goes D tier. Lapras, I'm gonna put in C tier. Again, 90% of the defenders go here. Tyranitar is D tier. I'd rather have it bot, and even then, it's not great. Lucario. I'm gonna hold off on. I need to think about this. Actually, I don't. B tier. It's playable. It's not great. I put Charizard in S tier. I think what it does incredibly well, and its weaknesses are playable enough around that you don't need to worry about it too much. Gengar, Speedster. Dragonite, D tier, or not C tier. Now we get to the cooked up stuff. I think that Mew is an S counter top laner, and so is Hoopa, or Z counters. So Mew, although it sort of deviates from what I've been saying, which is, oh well, you can't farm in top. I think that Mew is the only mon with Electro Ball that probably has reliable enough kill threat to create it. I also think that it's a lot easier to move Mew around the map than a lot of other mons. We've also just seen that the flexibility of Mew inherently bumps it up a couple of tiers for me. As for Hoopa, I think that Hoopa top is way more playable than Hoopa bot carry because Hoopa doesn't need the XP as much, and it doesn't matter that Hoopa's top because it can get involved by warping itself in between portals or pads. So it's an easy way to get involved. Is there anything else that I want to add? I'll throw Armarouge in here because it's basically Graves. Don't really want to throw the rest of these in here. I think that that's probably the end of it. Yeah. So that's it. I think Armarouge is basically Ceruledge. Like, they're both playable, but I'd rather have them elsewhere. Armarouge bot, Ceruledge, and jungle. So yeah, that's the end of the top lane tier list. As usual, like, comment, reply what you think in the replies in the comments. Yep.